Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a while, I think. Anyways, let's get right into it. So, Christmas time coming really soon. Pretty much Christmas time, like around a week from now, it's gonna be Christmas pretty much. Hopefully it goes well for everyone. I'm definitely looking forward to it. But anyways, enough about that. Let's get on with what we're doing today, which is looking at the new Christmas units, Saintly Lilebette, which is quite interesting, and the new arc and everything that they've added into this update. I did try and get here a bit earlier today because I was looking forward to this, because you'll see why. But I'm quite happy about Christmas units in general, because I personally feel like the animations of these units are always pretty damn cool. But I haven't done anything this update. I've just downloaded it, got everything ready, haven't done anything yet, so I haven't really looked at anything properly. So we're going to do that now. This should be a good one. The step up, gacha and everything, we're not going to be doing that yet, so obviously we'll do that later. But first of all, they did add Thuria in as well, which also got a buff. I haven't really looked too much at her, I don't remember what the arc does, but we're mostly going to be focusing on this first. So, Saintly Lilebette, let's see what she's like first. So I do like the artwork, not gonna lie, it does look great. I do like Christmas units, like Christmas theme units. Being able to get a Christmas unit around Christmas time, I don't know, something about that is just really nice. So let's look. She's a sniper type unit, kind of expected. She's got those pistols, which is great. When I saw the artwork for her and the video, I just thought she was going to be really good. But anyways, stats. HP's pretty nice. Strength, defense, and mind is also pretty good. I'm glad she's got some defense and mind that's going to allow her to survive more hits, I guess, in the mind for healing and whatever. Attribute resistances, minus 30 to thunder. Guess that's kind of bad, but not the worst thing. Ailment resistances are not the worst. Weak to blinds isn't the worst thing to have, really. Abilities. I do like these abilities. The animations of these abilities, we're gonna have a look at them later once we try her out. Either in the events or in the story. I am hoping that we get her later on. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, the skills. Skill 1, a gift for you. Just throw a gift in your face, you got it. Frontal, medium area, long range ice combat attack. Tries to reflect movement speed debuff. Now I don't know how useful that movement speed debuff will be. I don't really have an idea. But I guess we can see. I mean, I personally feel like movement speed debuffs are not really that useful, because I would rather debuff someone that decreases their defense or something like that, because I feel like that's obviously a lot more useful, but I don't really know that many units or any that really inflicts a movement speed debuff. So that it might be useful, might not, I don't really know on that, but one thing I can say for sure, her skills have a pretty decent hit count for all of her skills. Skill 2, Merry Snowman, like that name, wide area ice combo attack around the unit. Now when I saw this skill in the video, I did like the animation, but the only problem is the hits of her skill 2 are very slow. Even though it is a 12 hit skill, it's just incredibly slow for a skill 2. It can have its uses, but I personally don't see myself using a skill 2 that much unless enemies are really close to me. I might use the skill 2 to get enemies away from me, then start using my other skills. Most likely what I'm going to do. Skill 3 is going to be her main skill. This is going to be the best skill, in my opinion. Her skill 3 is going to be super good. Christmas Cannon, wide area long range ice combo attack. It doesn't say much, but we're going to have to try that out later, because I am really looking forward to her skill 3, because I personally feel like what I saw from the video, her skill 3 has the potential to be able to clear a lot of content really fast, and it has 16 hits, which is pretty damn nice. I do like 16 hits. It's like a above average hit count, I think. So I think her skill 3 is going to be very strong. Her skill 1 is 8 hits, I believe, and her skill 2 is 12. So overall that's some pretty nice hit counts. Special skill, Winter Celebration. Powerful ice combo attack to all enemies, cut enemy ice resistance. Now we don't know how much it cuts the enemy's ice resistance, and let's say they're at 0 or -20 ice resistance. We don't know, well, I don't know if it's going to cut that resistance even lower than that, or if it only happens when it's like a plus ice resistance. I don't know how much it cuts it either, so I guess we're going to have to leave that down to the people that know all these numbers. But yeah, her skills are pretty nice. I do love the animations a lot, especially her skill 3 that we'll try out later. We'll overview all these skills later on in the events and stuff once we've done everything else. But yeah, the skills are pretty nice. Traits, I can already see a lot of words here. Sniper Santa, great stuff. When physical attacking, damage and damage cap are proportional to the distance of long range attacks. So when you're further away you do more damage and more damage cap, so they're kind of situational because you've got to be further away to do more damage and have that high damage cap. Maximum of 40% and plus 6,000 damage cap, which is pretty nice. So you're going to want to be as far away as you can with her. Most likely the best situation I can think of is she's going to be at the other side of the screen and she's going to be spamming her skills right, but you're going to have another unit that's really up close at the other side of the screen, and that unit is going to have some kind of skills or something that increases enemy attention rate, which is going to allow the boss or whatever to stay at the other side of the screen, and she's going to be at the complete other side and be able to benefit from her trait 1 the most, which is going to be a pretty nice one. But I don't know how well that trait 1 is going to be really. Kind of have to test that a bit first. Season of Giving. Battlestar apply to high strength ally, excluding the unit, which kind of sucks because I was hoping it would include the unit, then it will allow for her to do even more damage. But anyways, a Killer/Slayer damage plus 30% buff to, and Killer/Slayer physical damage against most numerous enemy types buff. Physical damage effect lost when unit is incapacitated. Now this is interesting. You can actually scroll this trait, so that's how long this is, which is interesting. I didn't know you could do that actually. But yeah, this trait has a lot to it. Now this is a good trait. I've been hearing some people are happy about this because it applies to the high strength ally, which is going to mean it's going to be easier for you to kind of sort out which unit is going to get this buff. So you're going to get some high DPS unit in your team and they're going to have the highest strength, so this trait is going to apply to them. They're going to get Killer/Slayer damage buff and Killer/Slayer damage against most numerous enemy types buff, which does sound like it's going to be pretty damn nice. So I feel like this trait is also going to be pretty good. Both traits here seem like they're going to be pretty nice traits. Nothing bad about these so far, they all seem pretty good. So yeah, let's go on to the skills now. Some good skills here. Let's start off with the magic. There's 4 magic here, they're all buffs, which I do like these. One thing I noticed is she has less auto skills, only got auto critical, but she's got more of these instead. High protection. The good thing is, she can apply these buffs to literally anyone on the team, so if you've got the time, and if you can be bothered, might as well buff everyone on the team with these buffs, which I don't know if anyone has these buffs. Maybe, I don't remember if anyone has high protection, high magic barrier. I mean, I know some units have auto, but not the actual magic skill, which if you think about it, is more beneficial because you can keep using it. But yeah, high protection, high magic barrier, and Grand Brave. It's very nice actually. High vitality. It's also very nice. Now one thing I'm thinking of is Grand Brave, you can put on a unit, right? You can buff one of your DPS units. Going to give them more strength. Main reason to do that is because they're going to have high strength, I know, but that's going to mean you can kind of determine which unit is going to get this second trait, kind of. I mean, it's at the start of the battle, but so maybe not, because that's not going to apply, so I guess that doesn't matter, but those buffs are still going to be very nice. High Protection, Magic Barrier, and Grand Brave. These are all the highest versions, so it's 35%, which is a very nice one. I do like these higher buffs, so it's 15% more than the normal buffs, so yeah. Fighting Spirit 4 is also nice. Critical up 2, Advanced Aim Vitals, Proud Force. Brute Slayer. I do like Brute Slayer. Even though it might not be the best one, definitely isn't, but Brute Slayer is still a very good one, and it's going to allow for her to be able to clear most stages very fast, which is a good combination with her skill 3, which I'm excited to try out later, hopefully. Auto Critical and Ardor. Now here's the thing, she's got these two, right? I'm thinking a good build for her will be bows for critical rate and Icy Guardian arc on her, because she is an ice unit. I didn't mention that, but all of her skills are ice attributes, and she has a lot of critical rate ups like auto critical and ardor. And if you put bows on her, I feel like she's gonna have a really good high crit rate, which is gonna be able to allow her to have more damage potential because of her crits with Icy Guardian, which is also ice attribute. So I feel like this is going to be a very nice build anyway. Gale Force, more SCT recovery speed at max HP is nice. Ice High Drive, I always like the drive skills, they're very good. Ice Attack Raise and Ice Attack Raise 3 is great. More damage cap there. And Critical Raise, which is more critical rate, so there you go. More critical rate for Ice Guardian, most likely. Your Feast, Battle End, fully restore all skills, SCT, and 20% HP. Now this is very good, because this in multiplayer is going to be very useful, because restoring all skills SCT at the end of the battle going to allow for you to spam skills super fast. Going to be great. It's going to be very useful. Goddess Kiss, also amazing, because I usually put that on most units, because it's just very strong for restoring MP. And Megalodon, because yeah, it kind of stacks with her trait 1, which does the same thing, so if she's further away she's going to do a lot more damage, so definitely make sure to do that. Megalodon shield as well, I guess that's a good thing. Now what I'm thinking, wait a minute, Megalodon shield and she's got plus 20 to fire, attribute resistance. She could be a Roy killer in arena, but I'm not going to mention that too much, really. She has the potential to be good in arena, I'm just going to say that right now, because she's ice, and that counters Roy completely. But Roy still does a ridiculous amount of damage, so maybe not, we'll see. So, dual wield is great, bow high boost, physical attack damage plus 20%, and critical rate plus 7%. Even more critical rate. Not many units, there's only like one unit that has bow high boost, so that's pretty nice. Machine boost, not the best one, but I guess it's there, so kind of want to equip a bow and a machine. One thing I should mention is I have not looked at her paid equipment, so I'm hoping her paid equipment is good. I don't want it to be a machine, because most likely Trishula maybe. If it is a machine, or if at least one of her paid equipments increases damage cap, then I'll be happy with that. And critical rate too. Sniper shot, machine equipped, critical rate, critical damage plus 10%, and critical damage cap plus 2000. Now this isn't the best, because only critical damage cap plus 2000, it doesn't apply to all the hits, but this also enforces you to go for a crit build, because you can get more damage cap crits, and all of this crit rate here as well. So I feel like a crit build for this unit is going to be the way to go, really. Obviously increase her damage by as much as you can, but as well as that, put as much crit rate on as you can, and Icy Guardian, it's going to be incredibly strong, I think. I don't know what her max damage potential is, but I feel like it's going to be pretty high. Sharp Eyes is great because she's also got Goddess Kiss. I feel like she's going to be able to get some good MP back from her normal hits. So Sharp Eyes is a great one. Mercury Veil. Activate a barrier once every 30 seconds that nullifies status ailments. Now, I don't think this applies at the start of the battle instantly. I'm thinking you have to wait 30 seconds, which means it's not really going to do anything in arena. But it's still going to be useful in harder boss stages, which do apply status elements, so that's a good one too. Beast Alliance I don't care too much about because at least 2 allies have Beast Alliance equipped, then boost strength defense into mind. It is good, but I never use it because it's too much SC. It's like 10 or more, I think, or maybe 9 or something, but I just feel like it's too expensive for what it does. And you've got to put it on multiple units as well, so I don't really care about this. Now these 3 at the bottom are new skills. Some of these at the top are newer skills, like Your Fest is new as well, but it's not the bottom. Most of the new skills are at the bottom. Snow Blossom. When buffing with units' active skills, units' next skill deals plus 20% more damage. Now I'm assuming when it says units' active skills, it means magic as well. Because if it meant only actually abilities, she doesn't have any here. So I'm assuming it means magic, which is most likely what it means. So that is going to be pretty nice. But it's not the best thing because it's only the next skill, but it's still something. It's more damage, I guess, if you want to. Double guns. I like guns. 2 weapons equipped, ice damage plus 20%. Ice damage cap plus 3000. It's great. Regular attacks have a chance to deal extra ice damage, which is nice, but I mean, it's not the best thing because it's only regular attacks, but it's still nice though. Maybe a regular attack is going to be pretty strong. Surprise present. Battle start, apply a killer/slayer damage cap plus 3000 buff to ally with higher strength. Now this is one big thing, because if you remember her trait 2, this applies to the higher strength ally. You get a killer/slayer damage buff by 30% and killer/slayer to numerous enemy types buff, right? And you're also going to get plus 3000 damage cap buff to killer/slayers, which it sounds very strong. I don't know if this stacks. I'm going to assume it does because killer/slayer damage buff cap buff sounds like it's unique, so I'm going to assume that it stacks with other units like Tinkilly's buffs. I'm assuming, I don't know though, it might not, but I'm assuming it does. Which if it does, then that is amazingly good. That's going to be a very good reason to have her, because that means you're going to be able to buff your other DPS units to even higher damage cap than you would before, which is always a huge thing. So that's one thing to think about, but I know she does have some good buffs, but I think she's going to be able to do some good damage as well. So looking at all of her skills so far, I feel like she does have some very good stuff here, some good potential. And one thing to mention is, yeah, she can be a good support unit because of these buffs. And another thing is, we don't have that many ice units. The most recent ice unit that we had, which is not Shift Gorm, is Summer Alice, which is pretty much the best ice DPS unit at the moment, I think. I think she is, because there isn't really any other ice units in the game, any ice DPS units. So Saintly Lilebette is definitely going to be a unit you're most likely going to benefit from if you manage to get her, because there aren't that many ice units, and I feel like her skills going to be very nice, and everything about her just seems like she's going to be useful. So if you get her, that is great, because she is going to be a great addition to your team of units, hopefully. So yeah, that's just what I think of her at the moment. I will definitely be talking more about her later, but that's my review of all of her abilities, traits, and skills at the moment. Talk about her more later. We will show her in battle a bit later on. But now, next thing to look at is the new limited rare arc, Santa Girls. It's the Santa waifu arcs that you've all been asking for. I know I haven't seen anyone ask for this specifically, but it's here, so I guess you can't complain about this. Arc trait, well, the stats first, 3000 HP is pretty high for HP. The rest of the stats are pretty balanced, they're not high, but I guess they're right, there's nothing bad about these stats. Trait, battle start, apply an ice damage plus 20% buff to all allies for 60 seconds. Now, off the bat, I see a problem with this. There are not that many ice units, so this buff it's going to apply to all your units, but the problem is there aren't that many units that can benefit from this because there's not that many ice units in the first place. So at this point, that buff is not going to do much because there aren't enough ice units in the game to benefit from that buff. Continuous vitality effect is pretty nice. More HP, I think that's 1000 more HP for continuous vitality all the time, which is not bad. Physical damage taken cut for each buff on the unit. 3% per buff, maximum of minus 30%. Now that's actually pretty nice. Isn't the best thing because you've got to have 10 buffs to be able to get minus 30% physical damage taken. But the fact you can get minus 30% physical damage taken is actually pretty good for an arc trait. And you're also getting plus 20% ice damage when it's a buff for 60 seconds, so it's not permanent, it's not continuous all the time, so that's kind of a bad thing really. If it was plus 20% ice damage for the unit the whole time, I don't know if I'd prefer that or not really, because this is to all allies, but only for 60 seconds, but there's not enough ice units. But anyways, this arc trait isn't terrible. I still probably wouldn't use it because I feel like there's better arc traits to use instead. Like, if you're going for damage, obviously there's better arcs to use. There's a lot better arcs to use than this one for damage. But if you're going for damage as well as some extra HP and less physical damage taken, then it has some good uses, but I probably won't use it most of the time. I mean, you can use it because it's not terrible. Like, there's some other limited arcs that from collabs that have been so bad, but this isn't bad. You can use it, it's just I probably would use something else for the certain situation I'm in. So let's go over the skills now. Stock skill 1, we've had that before, nothing new. Blizzard, also nothing new. Christmas Carol is new. Battle start, apply a damage taken minus 10% buff to unit for 100 seconds. Effect is cut by 1% every 10 seconds. Now, one thing I just noticed is it only costs 5 SC, which is very good. When I saw this skill in the video, I thought, oh, they're going to make this skill very expensive, like 9 or 8 SC or something like that, because, you know, that's what they usually do. But the good thing is this only costs 5 SC, so this skill is going to be a very useful skill. If you manage to get this arc, then that's great, because this skill already is a very strong skill, especially in Arena. Going to be a very good one in Arena. You can put this on Shift Gorm. Please don't do that because I'm already suffering from being able to kill Shift Gorms in Arena, so please don't do that because I want to kill your Shift Gorms. Anyways, Christmas Carol is a very good skill. Only costs 5 SC. Definitely worth using because of this skill cost only 5. Chance Drive, don't care too much about that. I mean, if you want more damage to enemies fainted or on break, don't really care though. Ice Armor, Continuous Ice Wall effect is kind of expensive though. 8 SC, Continuous Ice Wall though, could be useful. Ice Mega Boost is a pretty nice one because Ice Magic damage plus 30% and Ice Magic damage cap plus 2000. The only other unit, the only other arc that has this Mega Boost skills is Lily Matter, which has Dark and Light Mega Boost, so this I think that these two skills are gonna mean this arc is gonna be very useful if you do manage to get this arc. I wouldn't recommend chasing for this arc specifically because I don't think it's worth it, but we haven't looked at the Archive reward yet, so we're going to do that. Your present. Stats on this accessory seem pretty good so far. 250 HP, 20 to everything else, 25 to MP. pretty good. Trait, continuous vitality effect. Battlestar, apply strength defense into mind, 40% buff. Now 40% buff is pretty high for an accessory as well, but it's random of what you get, so RNG, I don't like RNG, so I wouldn't use this accessory because it relies on you getting the specific buff that you want. I mean, it also gets resistance to curse, yeah, so this accessory isn't terrible either, but it just one thing I'm thinking of, the traits, continuous vitality effect. This arc ether reward also has a continuous vitality effect, so if we're using this arc on a unit, you don't need the accessory, because yeah, you're getting the same thing from the arc trait. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But yeah, my overall thoughts of this arc, specifically, I feel like it's going to be a good arc to have. I would not recommend chasing this one, but if you do manage to get it, then be happy you got it because it's got some great skills, and Christmas Carol is going to be the skill you're going to want in Arena. If you care about Arena so much, I guess you can chase this if you want to, but I don't recommend doing that unless you really want the best Arena team possible and if you want Christmas Carol that much. But I probably wouldn't chase this arc. And Ice Mega Boost is also a very nice one to have, but again, there aren't that many Ice Mages. I mean, if you want a Mage's Ice Magic to do even more damage cap, then I guess you can go for it if you want, but I'm not going to chase for this arc. If I do manage to get it, then that's going to be great, because this arc is a very nice one to have. And that's basically it about that arc and the units. So, what do I want to do next? Well, I want to go for look at the paid equipment, but I also want to have a look at Saintly Lilebette real quick, because I don't remember what she's about, because I still don't have her, but she's a very old unit. Wishes on Holy Night, I still don't have this arc. Damage received. I'm not really going to review this one, I'm just going to look at it quickly. Illumination. Magic Wall. Yeah. Holy Night Radiance. I mean, yeah, I don't really care too much about that arc either. I'll definitely say the other limited arc is probably better than that one by a lot more. Saintly Lilebette got a buff recently. I do like the sprite of her though, because I do like Christmas themed units. Her skill 1 is a gift for you, which I believe is the same name or similar to this one, gift for you. Pretty much the same thing. Okay, well that's fine I guess. Well, I'm not going to look into her because she's not new. She's been out for like 2 years or so now, so I mean, I can look at a trait 1 because a trait 1 got a change which was plus 12,000 damage cap to light attack. So what I'm thinking is, if you want to, you could put dual wield on her, make her a physical damage unit. I want to do that, but I'm not going to get her because I don't really care too much. I mean, maybe like 1 or 2 temples, but I'm not going to worry about that yet. Let's go to the trading space and have a look at the paid equipment. I'm going to look at this stuff first. White Christmas limited arc, might as well get all this stuff. Ooh, there's a prism, and Tharia prism. This is going to be a great event, hopefully, if our luck continues. Medals, you can get Saintly Lilebette and the arcs, and gacha tickets if you want. There's no Saintly Lilebette here, which is kind of sad, but she is in the step up gacha, which is paid crystals. I know, paid crystals. Let's go to the paid equipment now. I'm hoping it's good stuff. I think it's probably an accessory and it's a machine. Not really what I was hoping, really. Wait a minute. Okay, let's go from top to bottom. Machine first. First thing I'm going to look at is the trait. Transfer special to deal critical damage, continuous brave effect, ice damage, cap 1500. There you go. I am happy about this actually. 215 strength, its ice attribute is machine, so if you're using this then you're not going to use Trishula, which is sad, but I feel like there's some content which are weak to ice, so yeah. Transfer special to deal critical damage is not bad. Continuous brave effect is very good. Ice attack damage cap is the main reason why you're going to want to use this one, because for the damage cap. Because the damage cap on the unit itself isn't that high particularly, but yeah. I think this machine, this paid weapon, is going to be a nice one to have. But obviously you don't need it, but if you want it, you can get it because you're getting more damage cap, which means her potential is going to be even higher if you get this paid weapon. So I am definitely going to get this paid weapon. I was hoping it was going to be a bow because there aren't that many bows. I was also hoping it was going to be a bow that increases critical rate and damage cap, but I guess I can't get what I want all the time. Maybe the accessory is going to do something too. Let's see. I think Black Santa coat is for, yeah, it's for Tharia, so HP plus 500, strength plus 50. Changes unit's appearance when equipped. That's nice. I always like those ones. Continuous protection / haste. Okay, you already sold me there. Battlestar autocast Ice Wall 2. Okay. Well, I see. Okay, well, this accessory doesn't increase damage, but continuous protection and haste is amazing. Because continuous protection and haste, she doesn't have those continuous effects on her. She's got high protection, but she doesn't have continuous effect of protection. Yeah, I know some people have been thinking, is it temporary, is it permanent? I was expecting it to be temporary, because it says it's a buff. I mean, it's still a nice one though. Think about it, increasing damage cap of a unit is nice. Battle Start Autocast Ice Wall 2. Now, hang on a minute. Plus 10 to fire as well. Ice Wall 2, plus 10 to fire. Roy in Arena might have a hard time doing damage, but maybe not, because if Roy has Trishula, maybe he's going to ignore all of this Ice Wall 2 and fire resistance anyways, so I guess that kind of really doesn't matter, but fire units are really not going to do that much damage against her if you have this, because Battlestar Ice Wall 2 and you're getting plus 10 more to fire, and also resistance to blinds and resistance to stun. I feel like this accessory is pretty good. I feel like this accessory is going to be more useful than the paid weapon, but the paid weapon gives her more damage potential. So if you have a choice between one of these two, it depends on what you want. Do you want high damage potential? If so, then go for this machine. But if you want more survivability and more useful effects like continuous protection and haste and a different appearance and autocast Ice Wall with all of these other effects that increase her survivability basically, then go for this accessory instead. But we'll see how the summons go. Maybe I'll go for both of them. That's most likely what I'll do because I kind of like both of them. Yeah. Again, I always say this, free-to-play players don't worry about any of this, because obviously if you're free to play you're not going to go for the paid credentials anyway, you're not going to get paid crystals, so don't worry about it if you're free to play. But if you are considering this stuff, then it depends on what you want. If you want the highest damage possible, definitely get the machine. And one thing to note, yeah, the accessory is great. One thing to note is this is ice attribute, which is going to allow your Goddess Kiss hits to do even to get even more MP because this is ice attribute. Keep that in mind. That's going to be a good thing to think of. So yeah, both of these are very strong. I'm going to look at this anyway. This is for Saintly Lilebette. Costume changes to black, dark magic. Yeah, don't really care. And it's 50, so yeah. There are prisms as well, so you could get prisms. But I would probably recommend either the weapon or the accessory first instead of prisms because they're both good ones. I'm going to get most likely the weapon and the accessory because I like them both. And I like the unit itself, so I guess that's everything to go over really. I do want to go for summons next because I really want this unit. She looks like she's going to be very useful and fun, and since it's coming Christmas in a week or so, I kind of want to have this unit just for enjoying Christmas more, you know, like being in the theme of Christmas, playing the game, you're actually having a Christmas unit. It just feels a lot better, you know. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to do this daily pull, which I'm gonna skip first. I'm hoping I have enough paid crystals already, but I might not. We'll see how everything goes. I'm just gonna skip this. I will do one temple, which is gonna be with 3 crystals, and then we'll go step catcher because I need the paid credentials. I do want the weapon and the accessory, but yeah, I'll probably, even if I get the unit early, I'm probably still going to go for them anyways. And one thing I will look at first is probability. So, unit at 0.8 like usual, Saintly Lilebette is in here, so keep that in mind. You could get Saintly Lilebette if you're lucky, or unlucky. And Saturn Girls obviously 0.8, and also the other limited arc is here too. So, you don't really need to pull on this one, because you could get them from this banner. I don't know how deep I'm going to go with this, it kind of depends. But let's go then. I'm going to do one temple and then we're going to go to step gacha because I've got a decent amount of free crystals. So I want to at least use some. And I do need the credentials because I do want the weapon and the accessory. So overall, yeah, this looks bad unless it's gold. It's a blue. I'm skipping this one. It's going to be a bad start. I'm not going to speed through it. I'm going to go to step gacha. I don't want to waste free crystals because if I'm getting paid for credentials and I get a unit, then that kind of is a good thing because I need the credentials. Let's just go for this. But yeah, hopefully everyone else has some good luck. I kind of said yesterday that I was going to get this unit no matter what happened, so yeah. I mean, I do feel like she could be alternative to Roy, possibly. And one thing that I'm happy about is she's an ice unit, and I've been using Summer Alice for quite a while now. Step 3, lap 1, that's pretty lucky. I'm skipping. I've only got golds. I guess it's fine. The arc is pretty good, so I guess that's one thing to think about is the arc is great, so be happy about that. But yeah, I was saying her skill 3 could be a good alternative to Roy, and she restores all of her SCT at the end of battle. I'm skipping again. There's no reds yet. Kinda sad, but I did have some decent luck with the collab, so I guess that's fine. Her skill 3 has 16 hits. Lap 2 is... ooh. Lap 2 is pretty nice, actually. 1,000 paid crystals for a 10 pull. 2,000 for a 10 pull. Okay, well, I don't... I think I... 3... I don't think I have enough to pity this right now. So... I am just gonna see how this goes. If I don't have to buy more crystals, then I won't. I'm hoping I won't. I mean... If you want me to do more summons, then you're always free to donate, but I'm not asking for that. Okay, gold, finally a gold that shows up first. If there is 0 animations, it's going to stay gold. Well, I did some calculations yesterday. A damage cap is around 21,000 or something around that. With critical damage cap, it's around 23,000. 3 animations. At least it's a red. And it's a unit. I really doubt it's going to be the unit already because that's what my luck's been recently, so my luck is already gone. 1. Yeah, that's not really what I was expecting that. I do need the credentials anyway, so I guess we're still going. Once we've got 50 credentials, I'll move on to free crystals. It's going to be a bit of a while though first. Should be fine. Maybe our luck will be like Maja, which was terrible luck. That was literally the worst. 3. Only a blue. Only 2 people. Well. Okay. I won't. There's only 1 red. Okay. That wasn't really what I was expecting. I guess I should be happy about that, but I'm kind of... I mean... What... That isn't... That... Okay. This arc is not even on rate up. I gotta tell you that right now. This arc is not on rate up. I mean, I'm not complaining. But I don't even think that arc is that good anyways, so... I don't really care about that, but... I guess we got it anyways. I'm gonna have a look at it. Yeah, the trait I don't really care about. I mean, this arc is very old, so Holy Night Radiance could be good, but it's limited on what time it is during night, so I mean, I don't really... Whatever, at least I got it, right? There's more arcs for the collection, I guess it's not a bad thing. Let's continue with... All of these page crystals are gonna get killed from going for this unit, aren't they? This is what happens when you go for waifu units. Please. Gold. 3 people usually. I'm not getting my hopes up for this because it's happened before where I've got a gold from this one, which... Okay. Anything new I will take, but... Okay, that's not good. Because I've already called that one. Well, here's the thing, I did want to showcase her anyways, so... Even if we don't get her from the crystals, I most likely will pity her anyway. Because I do want a new ice unit and a Christmas unit. We're at 41. So I guess we could do one more temple and go to 3 crystals. If we wanted to. Which I might do that actually. Might do that. I haven't looked at the shop. I know there's Christmas packs going on, which is not any special deals, so I guess it doesn't matter. 1 unit guaranteed, and a crimson potion. That's not bad, is it? I mean, it's still expensive, but... Yeah, I don't have enough paid crystals for this right now, but... I'm not going to do the whole thing yet. If it comes down to it, then we might have to, but I can't really say. It's only a blue. I mean, I'll give you the chance. I'm not going to skip just because people like seeing animations. It makes the waiting longer. And you never know. If it's 0 animations, I'm going to skip because you can't expect a red from that, can you? Okay, we're at 51 credentials. Kind of an odd number, really. I'm going to go for some free crystals now. I don't really know how much, but I have a lot of free crystals because of the packs that I've gotten. Give free crystals, and I have still not done the story. So there's some free crystals in the story that I haven't gotten yet. Okay, let's hope for Saintly Lilebette as soon as we can, because now is the time that I would think, oh, I kind of want her now. I don't want to spend more crystals than what I've already spent unless I really have to, so... But don't worry about anything. We are still going to review her later in game. I don't know if I should skip this one. If there is 1 or 0 animations, I'll press skip. Okay, it's 3. It might still be a gold though. Yep, there's still a gold. Even though 3 showed up. Which, kind of sad. But, good thing is I'm getting Crimson Ore now. Which I've used all of it. Well. Skip. Nope, there's a gold. Something happened the other day. I used a ticket, right? And it showed up gold instantly. I mean, I don't know what the chances of that are, but... Three animations. It's only 1. Another is. I mean, you're getting close with the units. You really are getting close. Yeah, I know. Well, I am just gonna double check how many crystals I have left. See, the thing is, summons can go either way. You can either get lucky or you can even get screwed. I have 106 left, so I guess what I like to do is save 90,000. I know most people like to do that. If they have the crystals, they save 90,000. I know. I don't know what I should... Here's the thing, if I do the step gacha with the paid crystals to get her pity, I can get 2 prisms. I know that's not a lot. Three, blue. Ah, you're disappointing me. I don't want to skip because I don't want to... If I speed through this, the crystals are just going to go really fast, so... If you want me to, I can do single pulls if you want, because some people think that's a good idea, but... I don't know about that, because single pulls take a long time, and... I'm using the crystals anyway, so it doesn't matter, not really. I mean... We'll see. Okay. I really don't like it when it shows up blue, because... Yeah, that's why. We're at 100,000 left, so... Well, 3 crystals anyway. I'm gonna go to training space, and I'm just gonna get those paid stuff now, just so I don't worry about them later. We get the paid weapon, because I do want that. It's a bazooka, even though she holds pistols. I guess that's fine. And the paid accessory too. Now, if we do 14 more summers, we can get 2 prisms. But Obviously that's only going to happen if I end up pitying it, which seems highly likely at this point. Once you get to like around 120 summons, that's around the point where you should get the unit. I don't know what I should do now. I'm just going to do some more free crystals. I'll do 2 more temples with free crystals and I go to paid gacha step up. Because I do like saving some free crystals just in case for later on. And I can always just get more paid crystals, even though I don't want to because it's too expensive. But anyways. At least it's a gold that showed up this time, but only 2 people. We haven't gotten a temple yet that has had 2 or more reds in it. Zero animations. You hate to see that. I mean, the good thing about that is it makes it faster, but bad thing about that is you don't get anything from it at all. 1 more, and then I'm gonna go back to the... Because the one thing you could do, instead of using all your free crystals, you could just go and pity it instead with paid crystals, then you can just save your free crystals for later. I'm not expecting anyone from this either, but I refuse to press the skip button. Okay. That's still disappointing, really. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste any more of these free crystals. I'm gonna do the better way, in my opinion. Go to the step catcher instead, because you could literally use all of your free crystals and not even get the chance to pity the unit. But if you go to step catcher, you can actually pity the unit at the end of lap 4. Yep. Well, I have been doing a lot of Christmas stuff recently, so I have been looking forward to Christmas this year. I mean, I do every year really, because it's kind of a good time. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna do step catchers now, because we kind of gotta... If we get the arc and have to pity the unit, I will not be mad, because the arc is actually pretty nice. Okay, there's a gold and 3 people showed up. Usually this means there's going to be at least 1 or 2 animations and it's going to be a red. But if it's 0, it's going to stay gold, which has happened before. And you've seen it multiple times where it is giving you hopes and dreams and just destroy them in your face. So I'm not getting my hopes up. But at least it's 1. At least I got a red that time, but it's not more than 1, is it? One thing I should tell you, there are still SSR arcs I'm missing. There are still a few SS arcs I don't have, so I kind of need those as well. And I've gotten dupes of the same arcs all the time, but I'm still missing some of the SSR arcs, which is just kind of unacceptable, really. There's this one arc that I keep getting all the time. I have like 13 of it right now. It isn't even that old. Now I'm skipping this one, you can't fool me again. See? Well, there's a few that I'm missing. There's Sakai Guild, the arc from Lanceville's banner, and a few other ones that I don't have because, yeah, they're permanent arcs. I would have expected to get them, but... Actually, hang on, there is this ticket gacha. Obviously, they're not going to be on rate up, but we get a ticket from this, don't we? Which was supposed to be from the login, which I did not use. Right here. Obviously we're not going to get anything from that, but you never know. Tickets could be good sometimes. I'm missing Bolt Bearer's Ascent, Sakai Guild, and Megalodon. And I think that's it. So those three are what I don't have. So even if I get them right now instead of the unit, I won't be mad, because I kind of need them anyways. Yeah, I can already see how this is going to go. Well, I'm just going to continue with Stepcatcher until we see what happens. Obviously the guaranteed unit here is going to be a dupe of Foul, because that's my guess. If it is, then someone owes me some crystals. Another blue, really? Skip time. Yeah, another arc thing that I already have. At least I've got souls to level up arcs right now, but let me go to that down. There's this specific arc which I keep getting, and it is this one, which is now at plus 13. I don't know why it's at plus 13. It's just every time I get an SSR arc, 99% of the time it's this arc, which I don't want anymore because I've got so many. It's just kind of ridiculous at this point, because it's not even an old arc. If I were to go to my SSR arcs that are the oldest arcs that have been out for years, they probably are still not at plus 13. Like this one is at plus 8, you know? So what kind of madness is this? This one's plus 8 as well. Anyway, that's just kind of dumb. This one guarantees a unit with a Crimson Potion, by the way. Sad thing is, we need 600 more paid crystals. So we can't pity the unit right now. Even if we did all the steps, we would be 600 off. So I guess that's kind of a bad thing, really, but the rear, I mean, it's a guaranteed red here, so I guess we don't need to see what it turns up as, because it's at least one guaranteed unit, which is a dupe of someone that you've already seen before many times. Yep. 3. Okay, that's not good, is it? Tinkili is actually not the worst thing in the world, because she's actually a decent unit. But our red luck has gone higher than it was previously. Even if it's only for this temple, we got more reds than we have previously. So, technically, that's not bad. But, in theory, it is terrible because we got nothing new from that one. Yeah, well, it's happened a few times before, but kind of expected, really. Yeah, Saintly Lilebette is right here. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15,000, you need 15,000, I got 14,417. Well, we can get the 2 prisms now. Hooray. Woo, I guess that's fine, I guess. I mean, I did want to... Okay. We'll do one more temple with 3 crystals, and we will save the 91,000 just in case there's a meta changing DOH unit that comes out that requires 90,000. Don't expect it to happen though. After this, I am not going to be spending any more 3 crystals. It's just going to be a step up gacha, because I've had enough of spending 3 crystals. And I'm not even going to look at this one. You can be the judge of this. The only thing I am going to see is with my ears, if that's possible. This one doesn't even sound that good. I'm only hearing bad things about this one. Actually, I have no idea. I haven't even gotten the sound up that high. I can really tell it's bad. There's a dupe of an SSR arc, which I guess is fine. I should turn up the music volume. There you go. That's better. Let's just get this unit out of the way with step gacha now, and we won't have to think of this again. Yeah, let's go. I'm not gonna speed it up because that kind of ruins the fun. I'm just gonna wait and see. Hopefully we can get the arc, because the arc isn't terrible. Two. Yeah, still nothing. Which is why, yeah, if you don't see the crystals being spent, then you can't feel the pain because it doesn't exist. But, hang on a second. If I go to trading space, how many things are we at right now? Because I could technically pity the arc if I wanted to. Yeah, I'm not. Even if we go through the step gacha, I won't do more summons for the arc, because that sounds like a bad idea. Saintly Lilebette as well, jeez. I mean, I don't think she's a pass, but again, it depends on your account. And I can't really give a final answer until I've actually tried her out a bit first, so we're gonna get there first. Because I like to do these reviews where if there's a unit I really want, then I just get it. It's simple as that, really. And I personally feel like this unit's gonna be incredibly useful. Come on, I can feel nothing, but something could happen. Nope. I can already hear that this is a terrible one. There's nothing here. Yep. Yeah, your guaranteed banner is usually in New Year's, so that's probably pretty soon, but I am guessing that the unit in 2 weeks from now is going to release a new UR arc, because it's about that time, and I've got every UR arc at this point, so we need 9,000. We've got 8,417. So I guess okay, well, don't make your decision yet. Just see what happens here, because I kind of want to give a better review once I've tried her out a bit in battle first, which I promise will happen. But one problem is I may not have enough rainbow clusters. I was farming some yesterday. They were not dropping for me. I didn't get that many. I'm at like 38 right now. I don't know if 38 rainbow clusters is enough, but I'm hoping it is. I feel like we had a lot of animations this time. But it's still all dupes. of nothing. Yeah, her skill 3 is the main one to think about. Yeah, I was thinking, what is the best way to do these reviews? I personally feel like the better way to do these types of things is do the live streams instead of videos, because I personally prefer the live streams, and even though there's no editing, I just feel like it's a better way to do this way, and I don't know many people that would do this. I don't even know people would watch this, but it seems like some people watch this, so I guess that's fine. But if you have any suggestions for anything, then just let me know. I don't have my hopes up at this point, I just expect nothing. Yeah, only Lillabet shows up, but I'm ready for the skip button. 3 animations, I'll give you the chance. Okay, it's an arc, which is unfortunate. But it's gonna be a dupe, you know that, right? 2. Okay, Caldina. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get her right now, but in like 2 minutes. Yeah, because I feel like if I did edit these down into videos that made it easier for people to like see where certain bits are, then they would probably do better, but I feel like I prefer doing it like this. I am going to get my last crystals that I need, and I will do that right now. So screen is gone. Don't worry, I'm still here. I won't leave you. Yet. Good timing, Nightbot. I'm glad you said that. That's incredibly good timing for what I'm about to do. This may take a few minutes, but it is all worth it for the units that we're about to get soon, because I will do my showcase of her no matter what happens. I'm sure you're aware of this. Let's still take a few minutes, so let me see. I can't scan the card because I'm on my computer, so that's kind of a waste some time. Okay, well, we are almost reached the time to get the unit. It's just unfortunate that it took this long, but I kind of expect this to happen anyway because I had some decent luck recently. It happens where you use literally all of your luck, and then afterwards, nothing is left. But since I've had bad luck, maybe it would mean I'm going to build up some good luck for later on, which is possible. Okay, well, should be almost done. If it does it. Okay, this is kind of a long thing. Fine. Okay, final thing, then we'll get. Should be doing it now. Yep. Yep. Continue. Stuff. There we go. Agree. So many pressing. No, I don't want to donate, you idiot. Why would I? Why give me a suggestion? Okay. Let's go back to where we were. And get this finished. Because, you know, kind of sad really, but at least we're getting a unit no matter what happens. Which is what I planned to do in the first place. Oh, nobody showed up, that's great. Well, we don't need to see this, but I want to see the animations. Just because. We know what's going to be in here. One red, which is going to be the unit. And if you think otherwise, then you're wrong. Because there's not going to be two, there's only one, you see. Well, at least we're done. There you go. I'll go wherever it takes to get Santa's presents to those waiting kids. Yeah, I know. But, look at them pixels. High quality right there. Well, there you go. That's kind of what I wanted. We still didn't get the arc, which is sad, but I'm not going to pity the arc. Okay. I'm tempted. I am tempted to get these prisms. I'm very incredibly tempted. So incredibly tempted to just go grab a whale quickly. Get these. Okay. Well. 3,000 crystals for a prism is actually not that bad if you think about it. And 60,000 peg crystals for another prism is not that bad either. I'm just gonna leave it for now. And come back to that later. Because I know people say dupes, you don't really need them. Obviously, it's a waste of stuff only for whales, blah blah, but kind of tempting. So, I still don't have Saintly Lilebette, but who needs her, right? Nobody needs her. Even though, now I've got 3 Lillabets. Saintly Lilebette looks great, she's going to be a great unit. Now, here's the thing. Do I have enough? Do I have enough rainbow clusters? The big question. I'm hoping so, but I don't know. Can't give up when the weight of Christmas is on Santa's shoulders. Fine, I guess. I gotta say I like the snowmen. I know it kind of zooms in on her legs, but don't look at that. It's snowman. Look, snowman. It's got headphones on and a hat and everything. It's great. And a Christmas tree and everything. Good thing is we got potions, which we got 2 crimson potions. I'm definitely gonna do that. Yeah, well, I've kind of already spent a lot on this game, which I kind of expected, but one thing I tell you now is this game is my main game now, so I'm gonna be trying to play more of this, but I have some other things to do like Christmas coming up and some work to do, so we'll see. But if I were to spend any money on a game, it would be this game, because I don't have any other games that I would want to spend on. Okay, 4th enhance now. I won't get the awakens yet. Prisms, I'm hoping we get 2 prisms from the event to get her at least +6. If I get a 1 more prism, then I can get her to 100 SE then. If that means... that would be nice, wouldn't it? I'm not going to use those yet. Let's just go to the abilities. Don't know, I can't promise that I have enough rainbow clusters. I'm finding it hard to get rainbow clusters. I don't know the best way to get the clusters. I've been trying to farm the ability gates, but they're just not dropping. They're really not. That only costs 1, which is good. Ice critical rays. Here goes my rainbow clusters into oblivion. Oh no. I did farm some magic tomes, so we're fine with that now. Around 430. Good stuff. My magic barrier. I tell you what, I will do one more 10 pull. If you want me to do any more just to get those prisms, then I refuse to put any more paid crystals into this. I will only do it if you fund me, which obviously you won't do that, but it's an option for more content, you know, which obviously like at the bottom, but whatever. Goddess Kiss is a really big one that saves a lot of SC. It's like 12 SC. Merry Snowman. We'll try her out soon. Once I've learned everything, give her the right equipment and stuff, we will try her out. High protection. Need that protection. Go out in the cold. Why is she's got like hardly any clothes on, and she's going out in the freezing snow. Must be freezing, right? Surprise present. Surprise. I'm definitely looking forward to using Christmas Cannon, but gotta warn you, it's most likely going to be laggy because it's on emulator, and I have been getting quite a bit of lag on my phone recently just because of this game isn't very optimized as much for Android, is it? And I don't have iOS. Brute Slayer is going to be a huge one as well. Snow Blossom is a nice one too. Yule Fest is also a very good one. That's going to be incredibly useful in multiplayer. Now, one thing I really need to check is how much can she hold of her skill 3. I am thinking she can only hold one of her skill 3, which is expected because her skill 3 seems like it has a good range, like Roy's range, and it's pretty fast, and 16 hits. Seems like you're only going to be able to hold one skill 3. If it can hold a 2, I'm going to be quite surprised with that, but I don't expect it. It's probably going to be, it's a very strong skill 3, so I expect you're only going to hold 1. But if you know, don't tell me. I'm just going to find out in a minute, because we should be done with all these skills. 1 here. I did have enough rainbow clusters. How the hell did you get so many rainbow clusters is my question. I know there have been some events in the past which have allowed you to get rainbow clusters, a lot of them, but those events are not currently on right now, so I can't get them from that. We should be done now. Right. Yep, 108. Okay. I'm going to awaken. I'm going to awaken her as much as I can, and then I'm feeling more like Santa Claus, where you're not Santa Claus, you're a reindeer. Damn, put some clothes on, you really need to coat. It's freezing. I mean, I don't know about you, I really like Christmas theme units because the animations are always over the top and fun. Look at that Pockle with that hat on, and that Deborn with those antlers. This snowman at right there has got like the most straight face on ever. Bazooka there, that makes sense now. That's why a paid weapon is a bazooka, because it's on her back, which she is not using. The entire time she's not using it. She could just whip out a bazooka, but maybe that's probably a special skill, isn't it? Or it's a skill 3. Yes, I remember. That's fine. Let's use a Crimson Potion and equip her with some good stuff. $405 XP for that. Nice. Library, a lot of stuff. Yeah, I'll read that later, maybe. A job is Santa Claus. A weapon is a gun. Trying out new weapons. Christmas dance. Okay. Well, let's go to equipment now. That's perfect actually, I'm gonna do that. I do have some skills learned on her already, because I've used Shift Lillabette, and she's at 50 SE. So here's the deal, I won't put anything on her yet. Only thing I'm gonna put on her is Honey Elixir, just for make it easier to get the skills. And I will showcase her just with the base skills like I usually do, and with good equipment. So she can only equip bows and machines. First of all, machine. Obviously, I'm going to want her paid machine because that's a really good one. Incredibly good bazooka. And a bow. You need a bow, but I don't have a clue what bow. Have no idea, there aren't that many bows in this game. Okay, let's go to bottom first. Regular attacks, offensive against gods, critical damage, critical rate. Critical rate. My HP is at least 50% fire attack damage. Using earth or light skills, critical rate. Well, she's ice. Yeah, this is sad. There are no bows. Yeah. I looked at the Godforge, but I didn't really look at bows. Yeah, this home screen is just amazing now. Let me check the Godforge again, because I currently don't have any bows. Nothing that would be useful. I really need the bows. So, as soon as I can, I will start farming those bows. Let's go alchemy. Where are the bows? Bows. I don't know what they added. I did have a look, but okay, this bow is critical rate. That's perfect. That's actually perfect. More critical rate. Physical attacks effective against beasts, birds, and fish. She already got Beast Slayer, right? The critical rate could be incredibly good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get this bow when I can. Actually, I can do that right now, can't I? I don't think there's any more bows. Yeah, there's not. I'm going to get this bow in like maybe a few seconds. Esperion and hunting bow. Yeah, I'm definitely going to use this bow because the critical rate, and I'm going to put on Icy Guardian because there's no other bows to put on her really. Trade shop. Oh right, yeah. Usually I'm thinking the event weapons are not that strong because I like late game weapons, you know, and not just event weapons. I'll have a look. Dual blasters, critical rate, machine. I need a bow. This bow. Ice physical damage is tempting, but one thing to think about, if you are hitting your damage cap, you don't need this bow. It's more beneficial to have the critical rate if you're using Icy Guardian. For now, I'm just going to equip a random bow that I have, and I will get the Godforge bow later. I am probably just going to go for a critical rate bow because I don't have anything right now. I will go for the Godforge later. Now accessories. Paid accessory, first of all, at the bottom. Let's get it. It's a good one. Definitely using it. Yeah, the event shop. Yeah. I don't know what appearance changes to. Let's see. What other accessory would I put on her? Good question, really. She's an ice unit. I mean, for now, I'm just going to put on more damage. If I can find it. Where is it? It is here somewhere. Don't have a sword. Claw or weapon. Sword or claw? No, I don't have that either. I know there's something here. Yeah, there's sometimes the event weapons / accessories are not bad. Like, if I find this, the one I'm looking for, which is here, pretty sure this one was an event accessory, I think, which isn't terrible. I'm going to be using this for now. Obviously it's terrible. The paid weapon and paid accessory is very good to have, but the bow and the accessory are most likely going to change later on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to showcase her as she is currently, and then maybe try out a better build where she's got more skills and better equipment, stuff like that. Now the arc, I won't put on Icy Guardian at the moment. I'm just going to put on Phoenix Blow for the more skill damage. And we're gonna go with this. And since it's Christmas, I'm just gonna put her as my support for now. And going to the world map and see how she does by herself. Now I don't know what I'm expecting. I'm hoping she can hold 2 of her skill 3, but I'm expecting her to only be able to hold 1. Because if she can hold 2, it's probably a bit too... It's going to be very good if so, but... One thing I could do is put on Council of 10, which Council of 10 is a good option because it increases damage cap and increases max skill stock when using the arc skill. So that is a good option, but I'm just going to use Icy Guardian later on, so let's just see how this goes. As always, she won't hit a damage cap because obviously she's not even built yet, but we'll see. So I'm going to use Honey Elixir first, just to see how to get all my skills and see how much she can hold. So let's go. Two of her skill 3 is actually amazingly good. I'm happy about that. 2 of her skill 3, but that's just not bad. 4 skill 1, 3 skill 2, 2 skill 3. Isn't the worst thing. Most units have like 5 of their skill 1, so I guess it's not that great, but let's try out her skills first. Okay, so she does more damage based on how far away she is. Now let's use her skill 3, it's going to be incredibly laggy, as you can see, but this skill 3 is going to be incredibly strong, you see. Already hitting good numbers. And all those crits too. Spam her skill 1. Yeah, skill 2 is kind of weird. Let's see Goddess Kiss if she can get some good MP back. You know, I actually do like her skill 1. Her skill 3 is obviously incredibly good. Yeah, I like this. This is by herself, by the way. Usually I would go with 3 as well. Just for the... Now we can use a special, let's see that. Okay, it is pretty nice. I can see decreased ice resistance. That was from the special, wasn't it? I think it was. I didn't really notice that debuff before. So at the moment she's not getting that much. There's some good MP. Obviously she's not going to be getting much at the moment. Trying to get more MP so I can get Honey Elixir back for more skills, but... Christmas Cannon. Yeah, that's some good damage at the moment. She's not even fully built yet, so you can see there's some good damage. Yeah, I'm enjoying this already, it's good stuff. I mean, maybe her skill 3 is not as fast as Roy, but in my opinion it's actually pretty good. So yeah, seems like she's going to be a good unit. I don't know the best way to test this, but I kind of want to see how she can, what her range is of her skill 3. So if I go into a weak stage like Imperial Guard Commander 3, and if I just quickly change to, actually let me use my unit that I've been using for Honey Elixir to make it faster. If I just use Gen for Honey Elixir, go in with this. I just want to test this because I want to see what her range is of her skill 3 in this stage. If it can kill all of them with one skill 3, then has the potential to be a pretty good unit for clearing things. So yeah, you can see I'm going to use Honey Elixir on Lillabette, and then I'm going to use her skill 3 instantly. See what the range is. It does actually kill them all. So there you go. That can be a great way to clear waves really fast if you wanted to. You could use us if you can find a way to get her skill 3 up as battle starts. Use her skill 3 instantly. She's gonna clear the stage in like 2 seconds. That's kind of what I was expecting and hoping for this unit. That's one of the main reasons why I think she's gonna be a great unit, because she can clear things super fast with her skill 3. From the video, that's kind of what I was hoping for, because it seemed like her skill 3 had a very good range, which it does, and it's also very fast with high hits, so yeah, she seems like it's going to be a great unit. Now, I'm gonna put some skills on her, just to see what is kind of needed for her to get some good damage. So, I'm gonna keep Honey Elixir on, and start putting on some more damage skills. Go back to the same stage we were doing earlier, and just to see what the damage difference is really. And I could go for a crit build right now, which is very incredibly tempting. It's very tempting to do that, which I might do that. I'm gonna do that. Critical up 1 and 3. That's all I need really. And I'm gonna go see if there's any other good skills for damage. Should be some down here. Ice Drive, yes, that's actually perfect. I didn't know, I forgot I had that. Pose of Honor, those will all be good, but not for now. One thing I kind of want to know is, will Surprise Attack and Backstab apply if you're using a skill 3 directly on an enemy that's facing forward? Because sometimes the area of the skill will be so large that sometimes it will hit behind them, and I guess I could try that, but I don't think that's going to work, but I could try that. And Machine High Boost, definitely. I don't know if there's a bow boost. I expect there is a bow boost, but I don't know which arc it's on at the moment. I guess I can check that right now. Anything else? Sharp Highs is fine. Combo Master, maybe. So bow boost is not on an arc, which is sad. It's only on normal Lilibet, which we need an arc with bow boost on. We really need that. Kind of expect there'd be one. Berserker, sure, more damage. And I think that's it for now. The rest will just be strength ups, because why not? We're just gonna go with that. Okay, I'm gonna go with this. 1500 strength is not the highest, but not going for strength, just going for damage and critical ups now. So I'm gonna see how much better she does now with Icy Guardian and what I have currently. Obviously it's not the best build, because it's basically still base build really, because 50 SC. And she's not even 5th enhanced yet. And I've got to change the equipment later. Let's go back into that stage and see how much better she does than before. So I'm quite tempted, quite interested into knowing, because I know for sure a crit build on her is going to be the way to go, really. Let's see. Obviously I don't have the plus skill damage from the arc now, but Icy Guardian, can't say no. So same plan as before. Obviously it would be better if I had someone in to distract the enemies so I could hit from further away to get high damage. Not gonna worry about that at the moment. Okay, let's just spam skill 3 and see. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, this is pretty good so far. Obviously not getting the surprise attacks, which is as expected, really. I'm hearing some weird noises. No Snowman is got some decent hit count, but it's quite slow when it's around the unit. I mean, I do like these animations. You can see we're doing a lot better with all these crits. Yeah. I destroyed them that time. Look at all those hits. Yeah, as long as you're getting those crits, I was able to hit 20,000 with that. On some of those crits, which is quite good considering I don't have all of the damage skills and everything at the moment. So yeah. That actually seems pretty good so far. Obviously, they're weak enemies, but still, we're able to clear it that time pretty fast, actually. But yeah, I'm gonna do. I'm pretty much done with everything now. I'm gonna do one more final summon just for the one prison, and then I will refuse to do any more summons until 2 weeks from now. Because I'm hoping they release a Shift Roland, because that will be fun. And you're not going to get any more crystals out from me, because this is the final one, and I promise that. So yeah, overall I think she's going to be a great unit. Her skill 3 does have that range that I was expecting. It's only a blue. This one's a skip. This one's a skip. That's definitely a skip. Another skip. There's another red. So many golds, yeah. I'm not going to push my luck with this one for the arc. I'm just going to leave it at that. But yeah, my overall thoughts about this summer gacha event unit, whatever you call it. I personally feel like the unit is the main thing about this, but the arc is also very nice to have. The arc is a great arc. If you manage to get it, then it's great, but I don't recommend going for it specifically. I mean, I could go for it, but I just don't think it's worth it for that arc. Unless you care about Arena so much that you want the minus 10% damage taken, but it's not going to be the biggest change in the world. And the Ice Mega Boost, there aren't that many Ice units, Ice Mages, that are really going to benefit from it, so it doesn't really matter at this stage, but later on in the game, once there's more Ice Mages, probably going to be useful, but they might already have that skill in their kit, so yeah, might not even be useful. But the unit she is a great unit. I feel like she's going to be useful to pretty much anyone if you manage to get her. Obviously she's not a must-have unit. Yeah, I'm not going to get the arc. I don't feel like I want it that badly, really. I'm just going to stop summoning now. That's where I'm going to leave it as. Lillabette is a great unit. It kind of depends on your account again. If you've got Roy, and you don't need a unit like this to clear content fast, you don't need her really. But if you need an ice unit, then she's going to be the best one, most likely. But yeah, I can definitely see her being super useful because there aren't that many units like her at the moment. Especially since she's ice attribute and she's a great unit, so I'd recommend most people to go for this unit, but it also depends on your account, what it looks like and stuff like that. and also depends on if you want to save your crystals for potential future units. But if you don't have any units that can clear content fast, definitely go for this unit because she's going to be incredibly useful to you. And as well, if you've got Honey Elixir, put it on Lillabette, going to allow her to get that Goddess Kiss MP back from that, and she's going to be able to spam Honey Elixir quite a bit. It's going to be incredibly useful, especially in multiplayer as well. And since she equips bows and machines, you can put on Trishula if you really want to, so it's going to be useful in a lot of content, I can see that. So yeah, that's pretty much what I think of this unit and the arc. They're both very strong. Unit is the main one, I think. Now obviously I haven't done all the testing in the world. I did a bit of testing, basically what she's like once you get her at the beginning, but not a fully built unit. So I will be focusing on building her and will be doing the events in my own time, because I feel like doing the events outside of streams is a better thing to do. Just leave these streams for the reviews and summons and stuff like that is what I think probably people want to see. So yeah, that's going to be it for me for this stream. If you want me to do anything, have any suggestions, then just leave them in the comments. And yeah, I will see you probably in 2 weeks from now. And enjoy Christmas next week, because it's next Saturday actually. So we've got this Saturday, a week from this Saturday, which is quite interesting really. So if you do manage to get this unit, then be happy about it, because she is a great unit and you're going to have a lot of use from her. So yeah, that's it for me for this stream. I'll see you in the next one, hopefully in 2 weeks from now. Not really sure. But yeah, bye.